Hey everybody, welcome back. Hope you're doing well today. We're back on Pillars of Eternity for episode 4 billion. Don't know what this is. The episodes just all slipped together. Right. So everybody cracking? Just want to, as I've just sat down for the first time this week to play, check what's going on. Have you got, yes, so you have got per rest abilities on right now. Probably turn that off by default when I'm not really sure what we're going to be dealing with. Still want you on support for now. I'm still a little bit kind of unsure about this party lineup. I don't think I'm being particularly productive with it. What I will say is the last 2 episodes have not aired yet, so if anybody's been like, what are you doing? I haven't seen it yet. You can use per rest, and that's fine. You got yours on? Yes, you do. Right. So we're in Brackenbury right now, I think. Yes. In terms of... Oh, I never noticed these crystals before on the map. I didn't even realise we had these all around the edge of the bay. But anyway... We've got a whole bunch of stuff to do, including some quests with people that aren't currently in the party. But I'm sure we'll get to it. So, the main quest. Find the leaden key in the City of Defiance. Fair enough. We'll see how that goes. Farmer's Plight, Ogre's Lair, somewhere near Different Village. We're not going to go back out there for the time being, but we've got to go out and do that. Learn of the Grieving Mother's Past. We'll see that one. Talk to Sarah at the Salty Mast, which is... Isn't that the prostitute? Yes. He and a prostitute work together, fleecing wealthy nobles until, he wants to get his medallion back. He's in the inn here, right? The Charred Barrel. That guy. Rogue Knight, the heirloom breastplate. Breastplate? Breastplate. The Crucible Knight's got to try and remember. Oh, yes, Penhelm. Dunrid Row. Where's Dunrid Row? Or Dunreed Row, I suppose. Well, we'll find out. We need to just explore the city and see what happens, don't we? Travel to the cliffs you saw in the vision for Sagani to find Persok. Don't know where that is at the moment. That's the Endless Paths. That's also the Endless Paths. Right? Exploring the ruins with Kana. Spend time traveling with Durance. That's just ongoing. Fragments of a Scattered Faith is Ida's Records Archive, which I'm not sure... exactly where the records archives are in this. They weren't in Copper Lane, were they? No, because we went. What? Can I look at Copper Lane's map? Apparently not. I don't want you to go there. Maybe? Nah, leave it. We've been through the records in that. I've forgotten what it's called. You know what I mean? It'll tell me in the quest we finished, won't it? This one. No, it won't. Not that one. Where's old Whaley? Whale? Parable of Whale. It's not Whale. The High Archivist in the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. Yeah, so then we were allowed to go into their archives, but... Why do I keep pressing the wrong button? But I don't think that's the same as the records archive that Ida's looking for. I'm not 100%, but I don't think it is. So anyway, let's go to a new area, shall we? For the first time. Let's go to the First Fires. I think we have to go there before we can go to Ondra's Gift or Heritage Hill. I would have thought the First Fires was the last place we would go to, but it doesn't seem to be so. So we're going to have a bunch of exploring to do, probably get a bunch more quests, a lot of people to talk to, all that kind of stuff. But I've enjoyed my time in Defiance Bay so far. Oh, hello, we're at the bottom, are we? The Ducal Palace. We've got the Crucible Keep, the Temple of Wodica. And that goes to Ondra's Gift. That goes to Copper Lane. Oh, so we could have come here from Copper Lane. And then that goes to Heritage Hill and the Valian Embassy. So there's only a couple of buildings here, really. I don't understand. Wait, hang on, but... Oh, Brackenbury, yeah. We did come from down here, so we didn't come from here. Shall we have a little wander into the keep?
I shall be discreet.
Not sure there's anything lying around. There hasn't really been a lot of loot here, though, has there? Should we just go in? Like, I do kind of want to explore everywhere. Let's go into Crucible Keep and have a look around. If we're allowed. What business brings you to the keep?
Good day to you.
Let's have a chat. Okay, so this is Justicar Aldmar. Aldmar gives you an appraising eye. Judging by the scars on his face, he's lucky to be able to do that much. Every day, we get more from the hinterlands pouring into Defiance Bay. Keep us busy on the watch, it does, but you look like you've recently arrived yourself. Who are you? Soldier of the Crucible Knights, and proud of it. I help keep everything running at the keep so that Commander Cliver can focus on more important matters. Looking for something, or just knocking the dirt off your boots? Well, what goes on in the keep? This is the headquarters of the Crucible Knights, so it's where we store arms and armor, as well as where many of our soldiers bunk. Commander Cliver's in the back, making plans as usual. He scratches a scarred cheek. You'll find the forge at the west end of the building, along with our master smith, Dunstan. There's also a shrine to the Golem, if you're the praying type. The Golem? Tell me about the Crucible Knights. We're the defenders of Defiance... I mean, I already know this, but sure. We're the defenders of Defiance Bay. We're not exactly a formal knighthood, but don't tell Commander Cliver I said that. He grins. We were the first organised militia to oppose Adiran rule, and today we're the largest force in the city. Our soldiers undergo years of combat training, and our officers are required to have their souls read by that critter out in... That critter? It's a bit rude. By that critter out in Dunreed Row. What's this about Dunreed Row? Oh, so Dunreed Row... Hang on, okay. Just a requirement of the Crucible Knights, so the higher-ups know there's nothing messy built in your soul's past. Aldmar widens his stance. Keeping the ranks pure is fine by me, I just wish they were more careful in hiring their ciphers. What's wrong with their ciphers? He shifts his weight and glances at the empty halls. They're mostly Orlans. I'm sure they're talented enough, but you just can't trust them. Hostility's in their nature, and they've learned to hide it over the years. He frowns and crosses his arms. All I'm saying is, they should at least be supervised by other folk. That's reasonable enough, isn't it? Yes, that is racist, you're correct, yes. Yes, you're wrong. I mean, what's the best way to approach this? That seems like an extreme position to take. Admar shrugs. Just speaking the truth. Nowadays, it seems that's the biggest crime of all. That's all, mate. That's all. Dunreed Row, then. I can't remember, man. Is it in Copper Lane? I wish you could look at maps when you're not there. It's kind of frustrating that you can't. Even before someone's like, this is how you do it. Anyway, we'll keep exploring for now, because I think we've seen the ciphers, have we not? And it must have been at Copper Lane. Or was it at Brackenbury? I was literally asking about Dunreed Road. It was probably right near... Look, we'll have to go back and find out. But it doesn't matter just at this moment, does it? Let's just continue exploring. We'll just look around the whole place. See if there's anyone to chat to. Anyone of import, anyway. Weiler. Sorry if we're in the way, everybody. Can we steal? No. Not that we're going to, because once again, we are the good guys. We've never done anything wrong. Alright, let's talk to Weiler. The Justicar's gaze flicks over to you briefly before returning to the novitiates. Also, what the hell is that? Why can't we just call them novices or something? Novitiates. Gathered in the training area. Yes, I'm sure you asked for my commentary on the words used. If this is about patrols, my novitiates are already stretched to their limit. Between the refugee influx and the mess at Heritage Hill, I simply don't have any units to spare. After a pause, she looks over at you again. I'm sorry, was there something else you needed? Is something wrong at Heritage Hill? She lowers her voice. What isn't wrong is the real question. A whole district of walking, flesh-eating corpses. Oh, really? We sealed the area 2 months ago, just after I lost one of my finest commanders there, and yet this is the second guard rotation to disappear. There are already enough rumours about the place floating around the keep without my soldiers whispering about these disappearances. She shakes her head. I'd just as soon abandon the district, but if those monsters should find a way out... I could look into it. She steps back and regards you. After what I've just told you, you want to go to Heritage Hill? Heritage Hill. I've lost trained soldiers there. Why should I let anyone in? People are disappearing. Someone's got to figure out what's happening to them. You've got nothing to lose. Your trained knights have nothing on me. Just seems like you could use the harm. What's the harm in letting me try? That's what I would say. You're so eager to rush to your death, I won't stop you. She quietly looks on at the novitiates. If you're somehow able to put a stop to this. You've got my permission to enter Heritage Hill. I'll send word to the guards at the gate. Alright, farewell. I don't really need to know what you do here or anything. Seems pretty obvious. Alright. So there's zombies in Heritage Hill. I thought it was all just going to be a happy, fun city, but I guess not. That's not stealing. Daily affirmations of focus and efficiency. Now, there's a book I will not be reading. It's only nine points, but we'll save it for later. A bit of bedtime reading, you know. Brucor, he always needs something to read. Can't fall asleep easily, bless him. Okay, there's literally nothing at the altar, but I'm going to click take all anyway. This is the symbol of... We should read it down here, shouldn't we? This is the symbol of Abaddon, a colossal smithing hammer imposed over a circular gear. It's smooth and bright with buffing oils. With buffing oils? Yeah. Alright. Okie doke. We can go and see the war room, the commander that'll be. Let's explore the rest first before we go and talk to the commander. This painting shows a row of warriors standing atop the walls of Defiance Bay while Adir ships sail away. Very full of themselves, aren't they? Very, very kind of proud of what they've achieved. I do wonder whether it was actually for the greater good or not. But who am I? Who am I to say such a thing or doubt their honor and their achievements? I mean, I assume this is stealing.
I'll see what I can do. The work of a moment.
Yeah, but we get experience from unlocking them, right?
The work of a... I'll have it in no time.
Yes, you will.
The work... I'll see what I can do. The work of a moment.
The work of a moment. Thick grime cakes the bottom of this tub. The towel hanging from the side gives off an awful stench. Lovely. Very, very nice. So, this is the forge. Presumably that's just a vendor. There's Dunstan. Let's read that here. Tongs, hardies, hammers, fullers, and punch tools hang from the wall. They feel heavy and sturdy, but their flame-darkened surfaces testify to frequent use. Tongues of flame lick at the forge, hissing with smoke as hot as dragon's breath. With the greatest fighting force in all of the Deerwood, if you say so.
I'll have it in no time.
I'm just going to unlock this trunk. Don't ask any questions about it. Right, let's have a chat.
If this is about the breastplates, I already told Cleaver they won't be repaired till next week.
Ooh, show him the pieces of the Blade of the Endless Paths. I found several fragments of an ancient sword. Do you think you could repair it? Oh, I'm here for it. Yeah, let's ask him. Dunstan gives a low whistle. That's a fine blade indeed. He holds one fragment in his rough hands. Looks Adiran, special made. Must have been a commission for a champion of some sort. He hands the shard back to you. A sword of this caliber would have had a specially designed hilt too. It would be a shame to graft anything else onto it, and besides, it will balance the best with all the original pieces. You find the rest of it, and I'll forge it for you. Yeah, we definitely want to try and do that. I mean, we've leveled up a bit. We could probably go back to the path sooner or later, but I'd kind of rather go back and just carve our way through. Like, I've seen enough of it where I don't really care about it being too challenging. What do you do here?
I'm a forge master. I'm a master smith for the Crucible Knights. But the way I see it, I'm also keeping up with our old traditions. The first members of our order were smiths. Nowadays, most everyone's a professional soldier. I suppose it's to be expected, but I think it's important we keep up with our roots, too.
I agree, dude. I agree. Tell me about the Knights.
We were all smiths back in Hodred's day, though I'm about the only one here who still gets his hands dirty. We're a fearsome fighting force, though these days I think Cleaver takes more pride in our parade formations.
Why would that ever be Cleaver? It's obviously Cliver. I'm calling him Cliver and you can't change my mind. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to... Okay, well, I've upset you now, and now you don't want to voice act anymore. He thinks himself a progressive man, but he's obsessed with soul lineages and connections to the Deerwood's heroes of old. He picks up his hammer again. Other than Dunreed Row, who really knows about any of that, though? Grieving Mother. The Grieving Mother's expression as she looks at Dunstan is somewhere between amusement and pity. Both live in a past of their own imagining. What purpose does it serve when so much depends on action now? Alright, let's not be too real. Let's not be too real. Okay, we've got Pen. Oh, that is Penhelm, who we need to give a good smack. Alright, excellent. We'll be back for him. I just want to have a little look around here first. It would be stealing. Camping supplies. We actually have full camping supplies anyway, which is rather good. And that's the main entrance, so... We're about done. Oh, it's just a car. Other than going and seeing the commander in the war room. But let's have a chat here. I hope... Surely nothing's going to kick off. That would make no sense in this place, would it?
Hello.
The young novitiate's armor is recently... I hope I'm saying that right. Novitiate. It must be. I meant a novitiate. Yeah, novitiate. I'm going with it. Okay, the young novitiate's armor is recently shined and his hair is clean and neatly combed. It's hard to believe he's ever seen battle, or that the scarred antique breastplate he wears could possibly be his. Well, that would That would certainly ring a bell, wouldn't it? Are you looking for something? I don't really need to know about any of this crap, to be honest. Well, I'll tell you what, actually, no. How does someone become a knight? We don't take just anyone. Our members share soul legacies with the very men and women who defended this land a century and a half ago. He shifts his weight and coughs. Anyhow, Commander Cliver is responsible for initiations, but he rarely accepts foreigners. Okay, straight to business then. Does the name Osric sound familiar? He sniffs. If you've got any self-respect, you won't associate with him, or with any of his new friends at the Expedition Hall for that matter. Scamps and delinquents, the lot of them. He says your affidavit is a forgery. Let's open with this one. Is that his breastplate you're wearing? It was. He looks down and admires it. It became property of the Crucible Knights when he was discharged. Now, it's mine. It's not for sale, if that's what you're wondering. Not every day you find armor that was used in the rebellion. What's the story between you two? Osric has always held some controversial opinions. They went overlooked for the longest time because his family has such an extensive history of service in the Crucible Knights. He frowns and crosses his arms. He finally went too far. He had the gall to suggest that we had strayed too far from our roots. Some of our officers were beginning to resemble Adian nobility. He rubs a spot on his bracer with a silk handkerchief. Yes. Why would he ever have such an opinion? I don't know. He would have us all wear rough spun and fight with forge hammers. I merely reported his statements. For knights obsessed over the past, they wouldn't have grown into the fighting force they are today. Okay, that's fine. I don't see the problem. He sputters. People change. Organizations change. The Crucible Knights began as a militia of blacksmiths, but Dunstan's one of the only officers who can wield a hammer these days. We're professional soldiers. Isn't that who you want defending a city? Besides, a novitiate has no business maligning his superiors. Alright. He says your affidavit's a forgery. Just what would he know about that? It's perfectly convenient for him to cast aspersions, what with his pedigree in the Knights. He folds his arms. He blinks at you. It's a lie, of course. Enough about Osric. Well, yeah, but... Okay, so I'm not going to force him into anything. Let's see what the addendum was that was added. We've got to prove the forgery. So we've got to find his affidavit. Doesn't appear keen on parting with Osric's armor, which he is presently wearing. More leverage is required. Osric believes that Penhelm's affidavit affirming that Penhelm's soul is free of any Adirian influence is a forgery. He said I could find it somewhere in the Crucible Keep. Oh, I bet it's in one of the personnel chests. I mean, it's not going to be in this one. Looks like we're going to have to steal after all, boys, because I think it's going to be in here, right? The barracks. Don't mind me. Ooh. Like I said, if I play Pillars of Eternity 2, I'm probably going to steal everything just for a change of pace. I kind of thought we'd find it, honestly. What we can do is go into a more perceptive mode. Where else would it be? Maybe at the shrine or something? But let's do I'll go double speed while we're just creeping around. We checked this one, didn't we? I'm pretty sure we did, yeah. Well, actually, it could be in that back room. We didn't really pay too much attention there, did we? Don't mind me, lads. Don't mind me. It's not going to be over there. We've looked in there. We'll do it again. What is that? Velune? We didn't really pay too much attention in here. Well, I don't think anything was... There's just that, which is camping supplies. We'll check the corner, but... I mean, if he was super sneaky, he could have dropped it somewhere in the entrance hall. Not likely, though. It's not going to be in training room, surely. Let's go to the shrine.
I'll see what I can find.
Obviously, that was that book. We could open the shrine, but there was nothing there. The altar, sorry. There isn't really anything else going on. Obviously, it could be in the war room, but that seems a bit weird, doesn't it? Or maybe... Oh, it must be in here, though. Let's check the dining hall as well. Oh, wait. Have we been in the archives? We have. Have we? I don't think we went in there. I think I kind of missed the door. No, I didn't. Hang on. It could be in here. Oh, that's looking good, isn't it? Close the door. This is a record of active patrols and reported crimes in Ondra's Gift. The latter far outnumber the former. Right, sorry, I know. Let me just close that door again real quick. Oh, there it is. Curran, a cipher duly appointed and employed by Dunreed Rowe, does hereby certify that Novitiate A.M. Penhelm has been found to have a soul free of any subversive influences or tainted essence. The scroll is stamped with the seal of Dunreed Rowe and signed by both Penhelm and Curran. So it's Curran we need to find, but let's grab that affidavit. And we're going to go to Curran. There we go. Blacksmith Knights.
I'll have it in no time.
Just going to open this. Added cap, scale armor. I'm still on double speed, aren't I? Edict of Arrest. The arrest of Aeorn, whose recent actions have led to the death of a Knight of the Crucible. He requests reporting any information to Justicar Aldmar. It is signed Commander Cipher. Oh, alright. Alright, bro. Oh, you want to chat? Should we chat?
Strange place for a shrine to Abidan, Crucible Keep.
Abidan.
Made more sense at some point before it gathered all that dust. The only thing the Knights of the Crucible worship these days is the nobility, as far as I understand it.
You're not gonna voice the rest? Okay. I knew some soldiers who got recruited by the Knights after the war was over. They told me some about it. They get these young kids in there and they tell them about blacksmithing and about the revolution and about tradition. Talk about the Golem like he created the Crucible Knights in his forge to go win Deerwood's independence. It's probably not Golem, but anyway. I like it. Then they join. And it turns out all any of those knights ever talk about is when are we going to get recognized as a real knighthood? When are we getting our titles and our land? Their High Justice wants to be an earl. Says it's Abidan's will. He's got a castle and an army. You wonder how long he'll wait before he starts a war over it. Saying Abaddon told him to. Abidan, that's what he said. Fuck off. Right. And the nobles will respond that their gods told them that they're the only true nobles. Yes. Trouble with having all these gods is you've got to support no matter how dumb... Oh, you've got support no matter how dumb your ideas are. Maybe we had the right idea blowing some of them up. Less of them to hide behind. I feel you there, dude. I feel you there. Right, let's go to the war room. And then I might actually go straight back to Dunreed Row, because I think it is somewhere we've been.
Don't have the manpower.
Is that the commander? It's his. Allow me just to lockpick this, since nobody minds when I do that.
The work of a moment.
Ooh, fine warbow. Don't mind me, lads. Just farming a bit of experience.
The work of a moment.
Okay. There are some books that we can take. Development of a Crucible Knight, Part 1. And another Edict of Arrest. We'll have those. But that one's stealing, for whatever reason. Development... Part 2. You're not allowed to know Part 2. Okay, let's have... Oh, hang on. What's this? This map shows the environs surrounding Defiance Bay. Flags mark strategic access points to the city. And what's that? Don't know why Sigani's going. This document estimates the flow of refugees over the past 3 months. The figures grow by the week. Right then.
Refugees from every corner of the Deerwood. The dozens getting them all riled up about animancy. At this rate, we'll need twice the soldiers to patrol Defiance Bay. Yes? Can I help you with something?
You're in charge of the Crucible Knights? Here in Defiance Bay, anyhow. The High Justice is the leader of our order, but he's currently stationed at Fleetbreaker Castle. My job is to oversee our forces in Defiance Bay and keep order for the Duke. Why don't you have enough soldiers?
Fleetbreaker Castle. The High Justice has summoned almost half of my novitiates and more of my justiciars to a keep on the other side of New Hailmar. It's not for me to question the High Justice's orders, but it's left us short-handed. And mark me, we're just a couple sparks away from anarchy.
I can feel you on that one. Quit being dramatic. No, let's be fair. I mean, what's wrong? Can't keep a bunch of desperate desperate homeless half-starved civilians in line? Well, we already know what the answer is going to be to most of this stuff. Newcomers, can't you recruit more soldiers? Well, we don't recruit foreigners. You've got to have the right blood and all this crap. Let's not even bother poking at him about that stuff. Is there any way I can help? I know how to handle myself. He gives you a thin smile. Always refreshing to meet someone who'd rather fix a problem than complain about it. Forge Master Dunstan is working with an animancy scholar to build what we're calling Forge Knights. Warriors that can patrol our streets without suffering fatigue, disobedience, or fear. Some agitator throws a rock at them, we don't have to worry about things getting out of hand. He's constructed the armor, but we need the scholar's research. Unfortunately, she hasn't been around the last few times my novitiates have checked. This sounds like it's going to have some very questionable morality behind it, but okay. Viana lives with the rest of the Scriveners. Oh, did we decide how we pronounce this? Scriveners? Let's go Scriveners today. With the rest of the Scriveners out in Copperlane, but I haven't the soldiers to spare at the moment. Go to the Scriveners' dormitory and see if you can find her. When you get the research, just bring it to Dunstan. This is his area of expertise anyway. Alright. There we go. We've got a couple of quests to do, and I think I will go and do them. So let's double speed, hightail it out of here. We're going to go and do the breastplate thing. And then we'll go and see the Scriveners as well. I remember the Scriveners' dorm. There wasn't a lot in there, was there? But that I did kind of say at the time, I think, well, there's probably a quest involving this, and we'll end up coming back. So we'll actually go straight back. Oh no, out here. That's the one. We'll go straight back into Brackenbury for a sec, because I think that's where Dunreed Row is. Isn't it the bottom left corner? Is that Dunreed Row? We're going to find out. No, that's Hadrit's house.
I always assumed Glonfathen's preferred traditional weaponry.
Was I just talking shit?
Uneasy with the bow.
Oh, I was a great shot when I had 2 eyes. I'm much worse. Judge distances.
Sorry, I interrupted you by moving the camera.
You're being able to catch dinner without the need of a bow.
Exactly. Why aren't more women complimenting me on that?
We're going to ship those two. Sagani and what's his face, the druid that I keep forgetting the name of every time. What's his name? We haven't had him in action enough yet. I feel like it begins with N. Is that accurate? No, it starts with Hiravius.
Turning purple. I'd have to cut it off.
I warned you not to pet him.
If I'm not supposed to pet him, why is he so soft?
Oh dear. There's the dormitory. Where's Dunreed Row then? Am I stupid? I'm sure we've been to Dunreed Row. Have we not? Bro. Well, okay. First of all, yes, I am stupid, and that'll be the answer. Is it in Ondra's gift then? It wasn't in Brackenbury, and I'm not just stupid, am I? Let me check the journal, because it'll probably tell me, won't it? That's the... Where's the breastplate? It is Hadrat House. Oh, bugger. That's where they are. I don't really know how this works, but I thought it was the bottom left, and it was. But anyway, we're here now. So let's go to the Scriveners first. The Scriveners, and then we'll... I hope Dalton's doing all right. Bless him, who's had a rough one. I thought it was that building. But anyway, let's go do the Scrivener thing first. Gonna keep saying Scrivener over and over again, hoping that I'm wrong to be annoying. Right. Find Viana. So we've already kind of yeah, we talked to him. We even looked in all the drawers and stuff, didn't we? Oh yeah, shrooms. They're all on shrooms. Forgot about that. Viana? She's not gonna be in the kitchen. What? Do I have to ask? Maybe I have to ask him about it. She's not here, is she? Doesn't look like it, unless I'm missing something, which wouldn't be particularly surprising. Let's chat to him. Oren, I'm looking for Viana. I like Viana. She's always talking about metal men, which is strange, since I'm pretty sure she doesn't eat snowcap. His brow wrinkles. I don't talk about metal men either, and I do eat snowcap. Ah. Anyway, she's not here right now. Flew away to Ondra's gift to meet her friend Bessia. No, Clessia. Yes, Clessia. Clessia is a friend she's gone to meet, in Ondra's gift. In a house, not a boat. North house. Empty house. Ondra's gift has a lot of boats. We should go rowing sometime. Noted. So she's in Ondra's gift. Fair enough. We're going to end up going there anyway. We could actually go there, you know, before we explore the rest of First Fires. We don't really have to do it in this kind of regimented, clear out the whole zone way. Although it just seems to keep things a bit more structured. Can I... If I just go here, I can still go to Brackenbury, can't I? Yeah, 12 minutes. I haven't actually checked the stronghold, have I? I can't remember what we're building. Not that it really matters. I just don't want to go on a long travel time before realizing that we've wasted a whole bunch of building time. Where are we going? Where are we going? What are we building? 1 day, 10 hours. The library. We haven't been back there in a while, have we? We've had a bit on.
My part of the country has a saying about Orleans. Face of skin, let 'em in. Face of hair, best beware. But you're more like a skin-faced Orlan.
Are you fucking kidding me? My tribe has a saying, head of brunette, they're all set. Head of blonde says everything wrong.
Wait, was that bad? I meant it as a compliment.
Right. Let's go in. Now this could get a bit tasty if things are going to kick off over the forgery. Just in case it does, what are we dealing with? You've got your exceptional morning star, which I do love, by the way. Look at this thing. Beautiful. And it's fiery, isn't it? We enchanted it. Right, you've got that. You're all ranged for now. I guess that's fine. Right, so we've been in here before, so we don't have to go into some big exploration. Who are we talking to? Is that Curran? That was it. Right, you bugger. Unless, to be fair, before I call him a bugger, somebody else could have forged his name and he never did it. I think that's probably what happened.
Welcome.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. Okay, show him Penhelm's affidavit. Is this affidavit real? It's signed by you. He holds the page but seems to stare through the words as if it's something woven in the fabric of the paper. Curran bares his pointed teeth. I remember Penhelm. A preening peacock of a man, his mouth dry and hands moist when I told him he was a sole descendant of an Adirian general, one who'd fought against Hadrit's rebellion. He scans the affidavit. A forgery, not the first I've seen. He hands it back to you. But I've no time for the knights and their obsessions. Bring this to his commander, Cliver, and show him the seal. He points to the wax stamped by his forged signature. If he compares it with another, he should be able to spot the difference. Alos's gaze flickers to you. Doom a man for the soul the gods gave him? Seems rather unfair. Well, yeah, that's great, Alos, but the fact is he's a twat. Tell me more about your skills. I check for soul connections, looking for lost things, missing things, or troublesome things, particularly where people of power and influence are concerned. I'm a cipher. In Air Glamfath, we were once known as... Mind Hunters. Nice title, yes, but it wasn't until the Animancers began working with my kind 40 years ago that we truly understood our power. Now, we make some of the best detectives in the world. Tracing souls, we can look at a person and see where they have been, or look at a weapon and see who has touched it. His nose twitches as he looks at you. Useful for solving crimes, as you can imagine. Right, let's go back to Commander Big Balls then. And probably... Well, we could go to Ondra's gift first. Rather than going back and forth several times. Should we just... Oh, hello. Oh, hello, sir. Well. Well. I'm rubbing my hands together. Penhelm's face is white. Just talked to that little cipher, did you? One of my novitiates told me he'd seen someone in the records room. He takes a slow step towards you, extending his hand. Give me the affidavit. I've done nothing to you. His other hand comes to rest next to his sword. Oh, I'm so frightened, Penhelm. Never seen combat in your life, you little friggin' weasel. Anyway. You're right, take it. No chance. Don't worry. I'm sure the knights will let you stay to scrub the latrines. Cheer up. You always thought you were someone special. Soon everyone will know who you are. I mean... I kind of want to tease him. I mean, listen. We don't really know a lot about him. Obviously, I don't agree with this whole, oh, you can only serve if your bloodline is X, Y, and Z. But he got the other guy thrown out, and he's obviously a bit of a dick. So it is what it is. Let's go with the cheer up option. As Pelmhelm reels from the news, a finger jabs your side. You can smell Hiravias next to you without turning to see him. I say this with all due offense. You make me sick. Kill a man for his actions, make him suffer for his words. But don't punish him for the soul he didn't choose. Yeah, but we are punishing him for his actions, you clown. That's the whole point. I mean, I could be misremembering or misunderstanding, but I'm pretty sure. Well, we just spoke to him. He was a dick about the other guy. He got the other guy thrown out. And for nothing. He got the other guy thrown out because he wanted to go back to their traditions of being blacksmiths. Just... no, screw this guy. He draws his sword and spits at your feet. I won't let you ruin me over this. Well, I guess you'll die then. So be it. Well, I'm sorry, but the guy's a jerk. As far as I currently understand. I could be completely wrong. Right, let's engage these clowns. We're not really in a great position. In fact, probably better for you to go that way. You to go this way. Who have we got here? Aloth. If you could just come to the back. Let's get Itumak out there on the prowl. I could let you go into melee. You're a little bit fragile. I'll tell you what, I'll move you back first. Get you back here. Aloth back here. And honestly, you can get your spear out as well and just kind of do whatever. We can basically rest for free. So I think we go per rest abilities. Well, not for free, but we can rest easily at the inn. And yeah, let's... I mean, feel... oh, okay, you're casting spells. I was going to say, feel free to do something. This is fine. What are you doing? You just stood there. Like, what? Please, Aloth. Cast your spells. Do something. You do have your AI on. Yes, you do. Okay, Brukor's losing his mind. Okay, they're getting wrecked. As we knew they would. Bye, Penhelm. I don't agree at all about this business of me punishing him for his soul. I'm punishing him because he's an ass. Give me the breastplate. There it is. Osric's family breastplate. They had no business taking this. They're all jerks, honestly. They can all just go hang. Right. Let's take his breastplate back. Sod it. And you need to chill, Aravius. You don't know. You weren't even here when we picked up the quest. So what do you know, bro? Let's go back to Osric. I can't remember where he is. Bugger. I can't remember where he is. I kind of feel like he was over here somewhere, but that could just be the most incorrect thing you've ever heard. I know that guy's there who... Dalton, isn't it? Dalton. Who we just went past. Is Osric here? Have I just made that up? Is he in the inn, maybe? I don't know why I thought he was, like, here somewhere, but he's not, is he? I hope he was in... unless he was in the expedition hall, maybe? I honestly just can't remember. Oh. There's no... before I commit, there's no way to find out, is there? Ah, trainer at the expedition hall. Excellent. There we go. Let's go. Of course, he's at the back of the building, isn't he? I remember. There's a bit of a trading hall at the back. Yeah, aren't I right in saying that the leader said... Weenan said just go and help Osric. There he is. Right, my friend. Is this the army you wanted? Osric wavers a moment in disbelief. He looks at you, then back at the breastplate. He reaches for it slowly, as if expecting it to disappear before he can touch it. How did you manage this? Okay. You were right about the affidavit. Unfortunately, Penhelm forced me into a fight. A shame it ended like that. But he's the lying weasel who started this. You did all I asked, and you are owed much. He withdraws a leather coin purse from his pocket and hands it to you. Stop by Sonia's shop on the other side of the hall. She sells some of the best gear in the city, and I'll see that she opens her inventory to you. Okay. I mean, I'm not even going to question you about the armor, to be honest. Crack on. We'll just see whether you... Didn't you ask me to help Osric out? Have you got anything else for me to do now? I'm looking for work.
I do have something.
There we go.
Don't mind stepping on the toes of the Crucible Knights. Come to think of it, the Dominels won't be too pleased either. They've never liked seeing someone with nicer things than them.
On the Dominels, the dicks who stole the... or tried to steal the diamond, did steal the diamond or whatever, isn't it them? Where do I begin?
Some of my other expeditions have come back with a rumor about a place called Leia Remen up near Storm.
Oh yes, Leia Remen, know it well.
It's supposed to hold some of the greatest weapons those Engwithan bastards ever made. And we've got need of them.
Okay. Music's very loud, isn't it? It's louder than him. He casts a sidelong glance at you. The knights are meddling in animancy, befouling souls to build metal warriors. Well, I wouldn't know anything about that. That's the first thing I've heard of it. Surely you can understand why we need to be ready to strike first. We've got to defend ourselves and the city. If there's anything that can stand a chance against this madness, it's weapons made by the Engwithans themselves. They made the same kinds of abominations in their time. They'd know how to kill them. I've sent the Giant Slayers after the weapons, but they haven't had much luck so far. They're better fighters than treasure hunters. Meet up with them at the Wood End Plains and see how far they've gotten. If you can get those weapons, I'll see you get your cut. Oh, Hiravius, chill out, bro. This is a joke, right? He expects us to grave rob the Engwithans for a few rusty old weapons? Hiravius fumes and his little fists ball up. I should kill him for even suggesting it. I mean, we're not doing this, right? He looks at you for a long moment as his face turns pale. Oh no. You're thinking about it. I can smell it on you. You're actually thinking about it. Why do it? What? Why doing I even try? Why do I even try to instill decency into you heathens? Look, Hiravius, if you're gonna keep kicking off, you're gonna find yourself on the bench. So, you know, make your choice. Lots and lots of complaining going on. Brucor's the leader.
Gods keep you.
Show me your wares. Okay. Ooh. I mean, we do have a ton of money, and we can actually, we can just sell all this, can't we? We'll keep the Grimoire. I don't think we need it, but we'll keep it. We have a whole bunch of crap we could sell. But, do we? Okay. You don't have anything... Well, you do have some special stuff. No, I don't want to buy it. I want to look at it. Might and Constitution. I mean, for hands, like what? Out of interest. No, wrong button. Do we have anything on our hands? Oh, we do. Crit multiplier. You don't have anything. It's the only one that has anything is Brucor.
Good day, stranger.
Not that I'm going to buy that, but I don't know. I don't like buying gear. We do have exceptional things. It's a lot of money, though, isn't it? For something that we don't really need right now. You know, all-consuming rage. Oh, that is the one we were looking at. Resolve at the cost of intellect. Resolve and constitution. Bile stompers. Minor fetid caress. 3 per rest. That's a like disease spell, isn't it? Damage reduction to corrode. There's a lot of stuff here. Oh, plus 20% frenzy duration for barbarian as a belt. It's pretty cheap as well. Whisper of treason plus 12 will. That seems really high. I just don't like buying gear though. I will entertain the idea of clicking the wrong button again. A belt. Belt. You have a DR bonus. I kind of would rather have that than the Berserker duration, I think. The frenzy. I don't know. Either way, I don't really like buying gear, so I'm not going to do it. Let's go. So, are we going to now be forced to pick a side? Is my next concern. Like, because obviously these guys, and then we're going to help the other guys. I don't really care for either of them. And I know I keep saying we're like the good guys. That's kind of a huge lie. We're basically mercenaries who just decide our morality on a whim. Is what we are. But we don't steal. We don't steal. What do we think? Because I could... So I need to go out there for that quest. Obviously, I've got a few quests knocking about. But... Do I want to go to Ondra's Gift? I'll tell you what, no. What we're going to do... What we're going to do is we're going to go back and explore the rest of the first fires. Let's do that. Then, you know, we can pick up all the quests, just understand the situation. And then maybe I'll go to Ondra's Gift as well before we head out. That might be an idea. I probably will just help both of them, to be honest. Like, I don't really care. I don't really have a problem with helping both of them. Because again, I don't think either of them are particularly great, you know? Oh, we haven't come in from this side before, have we?
I shall be discreet.
Just make sure there's nothing to loot. I don't think there is, though.
If secrets
I probably should double
I
speed
shall
while I'm...
listen for them.
Right. Shall we... I mean, should we go into the Ducal Palace? Why not?
Too many mines here, all shallow.
Gold plates. Justiciars. I wish they just called them Justicars. Like, please just use easy words. I feel like the devs of this game were just on a constant wind-up for stupid people like me. That's how it feels. Okay, well, let's head in the main door of the Ducal Palace. The Ducal Palace, if you will. The Pangoduck Palace. I'm done. Right then, Sidley. Very nice place you've got here, Sidley. Oh.
Well met, friend.
The young woman wears a simple but well-tailored uniform. She watches the comings and goings around her with quiet attention. Any news to share, or are you just here to see the Ducal Palace? Okay, I don't know. Tell me about the current Duke. That would be Avar Wolfgren. Don't let the title fool you, though. Our Dukes have been elected since independence. Some find Duke Avar rather coarse. He's a frontier noble. Personally, I think a rough and tumble type is just what Defiance Bay needs. What's the Ducal Palace? It's a seat of the government here in Defiance Bay. This is where Duke Admuth Hadret? What the fuck was it again? I think it was Hadret. Excuse me. I'm going Hadret. Hadret declared freedom from Adairan rule some 150 years ago. She lowers her voice and grins. It's also a hotbed of regional politics. Trust me, the gossip here beats what you'll find in any tavern or brothel in the city. and who are you? I'm a page here at the palace. I deliver messages and run errands for the Duke and his advisors. The pay's not great, but I can't think of a better introduction to politics. Okay, what goes on in here? She laughs. Where to start? We've got meetings, public hearings and ceremonies, and that's just the stuff that happens out in the open. She leans a little closer. This is where the Duke and his key advisors work, so there's always someone bartering for a favour. Unfortunately, I'm not at liberty to talk about that side of things. But if you want the official version, she clears her throat and gestures counterclockwise around the palace, we have a shrine devoted to Magran. Magran? We're going Magran. Official records and chambers for public hearings and council meetings. Right, I don't really care about these questions, to be honest. We're going to explore anyway. Thank you, Sidley. We're going to, well, we can go into the... Isn't that old Durance's god? And we haven't even brought him here. I bet he's fuming. Maybe we should bring him here. Yes, it definitely is. Transform us with your flame. Yeah, this is Durance's alley, that's for sure.
Well and well met.
The woman's head is bowed as her lips move in prayer. Just as you approach, you catch her glimpsing at the statue near her. She notices you and forces a smile. Praise be to Magran, and welcome to her temple. It's definitely not Magran. How may I be of service? You seem upset. What's wrong? Her shoulders slump. This is about the fires, isn't it? She puts a hand on your shoulder. They're just symbols. You can't put your faith in them. What? The fires? She sighs. The sacred pyres all around town. You must have seen the statues of the goddess around the city holding up empty braziers. I've kept them burning steadily for 15 years, but I haven't been able to conjure them for months now, and people need to see them more than ever these days. So go light them again. I see plenty of flames here. They don't work that way. They're holy fires. It's my devotions and prayers that keep them lit. But lately, when I try to pray, all I can think about are the hollowborn oil all over the city. The grieving families, the refugees. She shakes her head. How could Magran allow us to suffer like this? What strength do we gain from a soulless child? Well, hey, you know, we've all got opinions, and I'm with you, but... And this has shaken your faith? She nods, running her hand through her hair. But I believe Magrin may be speaking to me again. She frowns and casts a quick glance in your direction. Lately, I've been seeing visions. A place in the wilderness with pools filled with sunbursts of colour. Strange falls that seem to rise to the heavens even while they splash into the earth. She raises her hands as if framing an image in her vision. And behind the falls is a cave, filled with fire and heat and danger, and some token of my goddess. I know there's something there, but where it is or how I'd get there... She shakes her head. I've been meaning to ask around at the expedition hall to see if anyone recognises the description. To be honest, though, I don't know what I'd even do if I found the place. Sigani's painted brow furrows. An uncertain mission with no clear outcome. I can understand her confusion. Still, it seems odd that she would send us when the vision is clearly hers. I don't really care about any of these things, so goodbye. Cinders of Faith. Okay, so we have to find that place. I assume we haven't seen it already. If we have, I can't remember it. Multicolored pools. I don't think we've seen it. Maybe it's Boreal Isle? There wasn't anything like that Anslog's Compass, was there? I don't think so. I mean, I could be misremembering, but anyway. The only kind of sad thing about this is I really wish we'd brought Durance in here. Because he'd probably be a big part of that and have some stuff to say. But hey, you can't, you can't do everything, can you? Hall of Records. Ah, that's where I need to go. Ah, should we go up there? Let's go up there for Ida. Okay, that's not locked, so never mind. Oh, I see. Oh, you can get on the balcony, you just need a key. Alright. The Records Keeper. Okay. Alright, well, we don't need any of this, do we? No. Okay.
Hail and well met.
What are these words? I don't know this word either. Taciturn? Taciturn? We're going taciturn. A taciturn man with greying hair pores over a tome he's just withdrawn from one of the shelves. He glances up at you with baggy eyes. Yes, is there something I can pull for you? I'm looking for militia records from the time of the Saints' War, trying to find out what happened to someone. The man clears his throat. We've had a number of inquiries about such information. I'm afraid we've had to bar access to the public. Seems there are still quite a number of folk in Deerwood who bear ill will towards... Oh my god, what is this again? Reedserans? Redserans? The Reed boys. It would be irresponsible to surrender their names to just anyone. Many came here to settle as refugees. Perhaps if you were more established in Defiance Bay, things would be different. But I have no reason to suspect you may be any different from the others. I mean... Tempting? Tempting? But not sure that's really appropriate here. We've come a long way. I don't want to threaten the poor man. It's not his fault, is it? We've come a long way. I just need to find out about my brother. I don't even know what side he fought for. You must understand. I've heard many such stories. I'm afraid there is nothing I can do for you. Oh, it's tempting though, isn't it? I mean, we can get more established, but we're going to do it. I take what I want. The Records Keeper frowns. In the Duke's Palace, I can assure you that you do not. Besides, without my assistance, you'd be sifting through scrolls for years. Alright, well now I feel embarrassed. Sorry about that. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So, presumably then... Yeah, I need to gain a higher reputation. I've got to just carry on. We will just head down into whatever this room is, if we can go in. I thought he might just be a wimp and be like, oh, okay, here you go. And that's kind of what I was hoping for. An armor rack, a frog helm. Nice. We don't steal, though. Can we shut the door? Great. Hello, can I come in? Only people with official invitations are allowed to observe the animancy hearings. Right, you are. What's this? Oh, I didn't notice this door. Where does this go? Is there another layer? Oh, no. There was a side door, wasn't there? God. Come on, brain. Keep up. It was a side door. All right, well, there's nothing else for us to do in there at the moment. That goes to Heritage Hill.
Here's from when I woke up with a wolf pack trying to eat me.
There. Mauled by a bear 7 years ago.
Oh yeah, look here. And here. Once the bull had me properly hooked on its horns, things got worse.
You two should just you know, get it over with, yeah? You know what I'm saying? You'd be good together. We are about out of time for today. Oh no, it is a gold plate. So I don't really want to commit to going to the Valiant Embassy and going through a bunch of stuff. I will commit to taking this, though. Oh, there's the braziers that aren't lit. I see. I do wonder whether... Oh, and I've got to go in the temple as well, of course.
Well, this would be our Church of Woodica. Dear Woodens. Probably the first thing we burned during the Revolution.
We'll go in there. I wonder if that leads to some ruins and stuff, probably. And then we've got to go in there. So yeah, that is it, really. We've just got to go in these two places. I suppose we will go in here first at the beginning of the next episode. What's this? Yes, the Valiant Embassy. We'll have a quick look around in there. And then I suppose while we're here, we may as well go into the temple. Or that may... I don't know what it's going to turn into. It could be some sweaty ruins where we end up fighting a bunch of stuff. Or it could not. So we'll do that. I'm not going to go to Heritage Hill until last. We'll go to Ondra's Gift. Check everything out. Do our quests and stuff. And then we can just see what else is left to do before we go to Heritage Hill. And then, of course, we can go out and do the other quests and bits as well. I'm not sure how hard Heritage Hill will be if there's a bunch of zombies there. Maybe we should be going to do other quests and stuff first. I don't know. I don't know. But there you go. So there we go. That's it for today. As always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Have yourself a fantastic day. And I will see you in the next episode.